What up, boxing world? JF Sports. George Lara versus Jesus Rojas. That was an interesting fight. You guys already probably know. It was a draw. It was a technical draw. That was the decision due to George Lara's big ass cut in his right eye and another cut on his on the left side of his eye also. So there was some headbutts. Whether it was intentional or not, it is what it is, right? You know, George Lara said basically he couldn't see. That's why the fight was stopped. But in the beginning, I had George Lara winning. You know, he was the more aggressive guy. I thought he threw more big punches. You know, I thought he was landing more of the punches that actually that actually was hurting Rojas. Rojas, on the other hand, though, was more defensive. Like I said, this fight was only 6 rounds. He was more on the defense side. But again, I got to give it also to Rojas, because as much as those big shots that Lara was throwing, man, Rojas could have easily went down had he not had a decent, or I should say good defense. You know what I mean? So, overall, it was an okay fight. You know what I'm saying? I would have, liked to see it go all the rounds, but hey, it is what it is. I'm sure they're gonna fight again, but a technical draw, ooh, that's kind of tough to swallow on Lara's side, knowing that I believe he thought he won the fight, even though he didn't say it. But I strongly believe that he thought he won the fight. Even his corner, if people were watching it, because like I said in the very beginning, especially, it only lasted 6 rounds, so maybe at least the first 3 rounds Lara was definitely dominating the fight, even though I said Rojas was, had a very good defense, and also he was doing good with his jab also. His jabs was landing. Overall, I guess it's a fight that we actually got to see again, a rematch. But if you guys remember, Jesus Rojas said that, I came to his house. Now I want to fight in Puerto Rico next, because this is the Mexican versus Puerto Rican rivalry, as I told you guys in my prediction. As a matter of fact, in my prediction, I told you guys this was going to be 6 rounds or less, knockout by George Lara. But I honestly believe that George Lara's cut really, really affected his performance. Obviously, right? Who has not had a cut and fight didn't get affected? But it showed on the 5th and the 6th round. He slowed down. Blood was gushing through his eyes. It's kind of hard to fight that, even though he's still throwing some big punches. But if you guys notice, that's when actually Jesus Rojas capitalized, when Lara finally slowed down. So I guess this is the fight. Like I said, it was going to be explosive. I predicted it that it was going to be explosive, because both fighters were throwing, big punches, even though I said in the beginning that Lara was more of the offensive. He was the more aggressor, so to speak, rather than Rojas. But it was an overall good fight. I give both fighters a good, a solid, I would say a B+. You know what I mean? But a rematch is a must due to that cut. We that fight could probably go either way. You know what I mean? But I hate to say this, but I don't like the technical draw decision. You know what I mean? Even though I know that George Lara slowed down, man, I couldn't see it as 57-57. All on the scorecards. I think I would still have to give it to George Lara, even though. But with that said, I think Rojas did capitalize on the fifth round. He really 4th and 5th round, as a matter of fact, I think he really gave it to Lara then. But yeah, like I said, bro, this was a good fight. It was a good, solid fight, and people were sleeping on this fight and was overlooking it. They're an undercard of Austin Trout versus Joel Hernandez, which I will talk to you guys after this video, on the next video. But it was an overall B+. B+ fight for the night. On a Tuesday night also. It was alright. It was good. I thought that it was more exciting than some of the fights that we've seen nowadays. So yeah. In conclusion, I guess I would have to say that I'd like to see more. You know, just like all of you guys want to see more. I'd like to see more. You know, like I said, I'm gonna emphasize that George Lara. I believe he's got stronger punch than Rojas. But hey, it is what it is. It is a technical draw indeed. So you guys let me know about the fight. We get to see the fight. It should be coming on. I didn't see. I think it should be on YouTube now. But it was a good fight. I mean, it was short, but it was good. You know, like I said, let me know what you guys think about the fight. Do you think it was a acceptable draw decision? Do you think that Lara won, or do you think that Rojas won? You know what I mean? So, would you guys like to see a rematch? Obviously, most of you guys will say yes, but most likely, probably, we're gonna see a rematch in Puerto Rico. You know, we're going to Rojas' house. So, yeah. Again, let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment. As always, take it for what it's worth, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. JF Sports. Thanks for watching.